Hello and welcome, welcome back to the stream. Yay, it's Friday. I am so tired. I am so over life. I had McDonald's for dinner because I was just tired and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna grab some Macca's. I wanted, to have some red meat, so I got a triple cheeseburger and I ate it and now I feel awful. But I needed to get some calories into myself because I haven't been eating much lately at all and I'm like, oh god, I've lost so much weight. So, Hey, Hyperbovian. Alright, let's do the spelling bee. Let's try and pretend to be energized. Yay. Life is so fun. Play. Alright, so we have to use the letter M and our other letters are E, I, D, C, G, K. DM. Not a word. I thought it was like Latin or something. Oh well. Mice. Demi. God. Oh, there's no O. So close. Hello, Abraham. Nice to see you. Welcome back to the chat. E. Nope. Medi. Oh, there's no N. Why am I always being thwarted? M is a good letter. Lots of double M's? Yeah. Maybe I should think about Emmy. Medic. There we go. Mic'd. I'm mic'd right now. Oh, we finished it. Thanks for the tips, Hyperbovian. That helped. Am I ready to start solving the mini crossword? Beech trees. That could be palms. That fits. Beach view. Ocean? Beach keepsake. A shell. What miso paste is made from? Soy. Removed as wrapping paper. Feed fillers. Sound before a blessing. Achoo. Cautious. Leery. Like seahorses that give birth. Male. One down. Feed fillers. Removed as wrapping paper. Tor. Correct. That's it. We did it, guys. That was the quickest one ever. Well, that took a whole 2 minutes, so. Oh dear. Alright, well, let's buckle in with Channel 9. There is the beautiful Harbour Bridge in the background that has the same birthday as me. Not the same year, obviously. I'm not that old.
Well, the Trump administration is doubling down on the success of its strikes on Iran, threatening to sue news outlets over an intelligence leak. It comes as stunning new information is released on a...
Want to play Connections? Yeah, we'll have a look at Connections. I'll just finish watching this news story scene as though I started it now. We'll go back to it. Hang on.
Well, the Trump administration is doubling down on the success of its strikes on Iran, threatening to sue news outlets over an intelligence leak. It comes as stunning new information is released on a 15-year plan to bomb the rogue nation's nuclear.
Yeah, as much as like the American press hates Trump, intelligence leaks are like really, really, really dumb. You're just screwing over your own country.
Facilities.
This is what the US military claims its bunker-busting bombs are capable of. One almighty blast underground, and what it can leave behind. This is the GBU-57 being tested. It's the same weapon B-2 bombers dropped on Iran's nuclear sites. The Trump administration adamant when it came to the actual strikes, it was mission accomplished.
This was an historically successful attack, and we should celebrate it as Americans.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth hitting out at reporting of early intelligence that suggested Iran's nuclear program was only delayed by months.
Let's take half-truths, spun information, leaked information, and then spin it and manipulate.
He looks like he's tweaking someone's nipples. That's what that movement looks like. But yeah, it's funny when like people get leaked like something that's, you know, speculation or something, and then they publish it, and it's like, well, we know where you got that from, you dumbo.
The public mind over whether or not our brave pilots were successful.
As President Trump threatened to sue media outlets for their coverage, his man at the Pentagon was playing a familiar blame game.
It's like in your DNA and in your blood to cheer against Trump.
From the chair of the...
And that would look like he was cupping testicles, I'm just gonna say, like big ones, like maybe of an elephant or something. I don't know. When he gets on stage, he's like tweaking nipples, he's got elephant balls. It's a whole thing. Like, what an interesting young man.
The Joint Chiefs' extraordinary new detail on the mission.
and the pilots stated, quote, "This was the brightest explosion that I've ever seen."
2 officers spent more than 15 years studying the most important enrichment site in Iran at Fordo, planning and testing an attack, including working to develop the bunker-busting bomb. As for Iran,
Yeah, we watch some politics on here, Ibrahim, sometimes. We watch lots of different videos.
Iran's uranium stockpiles, the White House says there's no evidence they were moved. The nuclear watchdog says they can't be found. In the United States, Jonathan Kersley, 9 News.
Alright, let's try and play this connections game. Let's go back to games. Connections. Okay, so our word.
Developing news
Ooh.
from our southwest this afternoon. There are ongoing delays.
She was very keen to come into the picture. Jeez. Alright, so we have to find themes and group 4 words together for the themes, I guess. Okay. So our words are blood, count, happening, halo, chemical, fresh, harp, wings, chic, blues, grouch, monster, marks, bird, current, robe. I'm good, Ibrahim. How are you? So blood and count could go together because that could be like a vampire theme, I guess. Monster. Okay, blood count, monster. Blood count, monster. Maybe fresh blood? Nope. Okay. Another one could be halo, wings, harp. Parts of an angel costume. Yay, we did it. Blood count. Chic. Current. Chic, current, fresh. Happening. In fashion. Yay, I did one. I'm so proud of myself. Chemical. I still think there's a vampire theme. I just don't know how to make it work. Oh, yes, I do. It's Sesame Street. Oscar the Grouch, the Cookie Monster, the Count. That's Sesame Street, right? Oh, maybe not. Oh, Big Bird, not Blood. Big Bird. That's Sesame Street. All right. Oh, we did it. Yay. Good for us. Whew, that was kind of stressful, actually. I found that quite stressful. I don't find games relaxing sometimes. I'm just like, oh. Next week, we'll ask Mr. Rowling the important questions, like Big Bird. Why is he so big? Is that what you're talking about, Hyperbovian? Are you doing a Yilmaz reference? Hey Django, what's up? Hope you're having a good night. Well, let's see what our good friends are the Americans who totally respect us as a friend and ally are doing at the moment. Yay! Yay!
The Prime Minister is resisting growing pressure from the United States to increase its defence spending by more than $80 billion a year. Live to federal political reporter Lucy Gray. Lucy, where's the latest call come from?
And White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt has urged allies in the Asia-Pacific to follow the lead of NATO countries who've committed to increase annual defence spending to 5% of GDP by 2035. This is the latest in a string of comments by the Trump administration urging countries like Australia to grow investment into the sector in an increasingly challenging strategic environment. And today...
Yeah, but you're the reason why we're at risk, America. You're the reason why we're at risk. I know. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's frustrating.
Questions are being asked about the potential repercussions if we refuse to do so. That's because the US President Donald Trump has threatened to double tariffs on Spain after it rejected the 5% target.
If our allies in Europe and our NATO allies can do it, I think our allies and our friends in the Asia-Pacific region can do it as well.
We're not your friend, botched lady. Apparently that woman is only in her 20s. Okay, I'm gonna say this to all the girlies in their 20s. You don't need Botox and you don't need filler. When you get Botox and filler in your 20s, you look like a 40-year-old woman that's trying to look 20. So word to the wise, you don't need it. So I'm not listening to you, lady, because you don't even know that you look botched. Look, like Tanya Plibersek is like, what, in her 50s? I know you can't see her properly, but this is how Slavic women age. That's what you should try. You should try and do. Weird American press secretary lady, you look botched. No offense, but also offense. Keep my country's name out your mouth. Thank you.
What we're doing is making sure that Australia has the capability that we need. That's what we're investing in. We'll continue to do that.
The PM there today continuing to defend his government's investment into defence, which he says is increasing. It currently sits at around 2% of GDP. It will grow to more than 2.3% early next decade, a long way off 5%.
Thanks, Lucy.
Thanks. I didn't know how percentage worked, Lucy, but thank you for telling me in your little... I did a journalism degree voice. Appreciate it very much. da, 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 da. I'm gonna watch a video about how hentai destroys your brain. I have never watched hentai, so luckily my brain is not completely destroyed. Although many other things such as head injuries and alcohol have destroyed my brain. So don't know where we stand with that one. Let's go.
Few things on the modern internet are as destructive. That's not an exaggeration. We live in a time where the average person takes it for granted that porn and hentai don't harm them, when in reality all scientific research shows they do. So how did we get here, and what can be done about it?
It's so bizarre to me that, like, the male of this species, the male of our species, gets off to cartoons. Like, are we all okay? I mean, I know that we're not, but like waifu pillows, all that stuff, what's going on, guys? It's all just very weird. It's all just very, very weird.
Anime is the definition of a medium with big ups and big downs. On one hand, it can be a beautiful art style that produces
I love anime.
shows. There are thousands of anime fans who enjoy their favorite anime without making it weird.
Yeah.
Anime can produce many meaningful discussions about themes and messages. But just as the culture surrounding anime has its highs, it has its dark lows. Hentai is the darkest of them all. In 2020, I made a video titled How Pornography Destroys Your Mind. Everything I said in that video is as true today as it was then. In fact, since I made that video, even more research on the negative effects of pornography has come out. The mountain of proof continues to grow ever higher.
Honestly, I think it's contributed to why the birth rates are so low, because men like don't go out and like try and find long-term partners and relationships, right? Because they're getting those needs met without even getting out of bed. They just like get up in the morning, turn on their phone, and away they go. Like, it's just yeah.
And there's no end in sight. First of all, for people not acquainted with what hentai means, here's its definition. Hentai is a work of anime or manga, or any similar medium, that contains sexual or pornographic art. To simplify, anime is a popular Japanese art style. Hentai is anime depicting sex. For this reason, the hentai industry could basically be viewed as the dark counterpart of the anime industry. While anime and manga focus mainly on actually telling stories, hentai focuses on being sexual material. Now, to be clear here, hentai is a form of pornography and meets the dictionary definition of it. However, despite this, there remains a vocal minority who seem to think that somehow hentai doesn't have the same negative effects as real porn. They've convinced themselves that because hentai is drawn.
And this is what I've heard from other people. Sometimes there's very, very, very young looking females featured in this art. So it's essentially depicting children in these scenarios, but it's kind of like a legal loophole, right? You're not actually looking at child material because it's a drawing, but it's like, oof, that's a slippery slope. Hey, Joey Nitro, yeah, you probably did join at a bad time. We're watching a video about how hentai destroys your brain. So yeah, it's yeah, things are a little awkward right now if you feel like you just walked in on something. Yeah.
Masturbating to it will somehow have no effect on them. Not only is this false, but I'll be making the case in this video that hentai is probably even worse for you than actual pornography. A bold claim, but give me the chance to make my case. And now, with the stage all set, let's get into exactly how hentai destroys your mind. To the average person, hentai probably doesn't sound like it's an issue outside of Japan, but in the last 2 decades, that's all changed. Hentai websites generate tens of millions of views from people across the planet, not just Asia. Pornhub, the biggest porn site in the world, released a report in 2019 that found that hentai was its most searched category.
Oh, wait, so hentai is on like mainstream porn sites. Like you don't have to go to like some weird weeaboo corner of the internet to get it. It's like actually just integrated into the mainstream like Kuma economy. Kumaguna. Oh my god. I'm learning so much, guys. I'm learning so much. Yeah, I don't spend any time in those weird corners of the internet because like I'm a female. I don't need to do that. If I want a boyfriend, I just leave the house. It's like pretty much that simple. Unfortunately. I mean, well, fortunately, I guess.
Online anime fan has heard of someone who's watched hentai. Hentai websites are widely shared anywhere anime is discussed.
See, when I think about hentai, I think about like tentacles and like weird stuff. Like that's what I thought hentai was. I thought it was like weird octopus. Weird octopus like alien stuff. But yeah, I guess I have been misinformed somewhere along the line. I like to watch just innocent, cute anime. You know, I'm not out here in the seedy anime streets. Yeah, people are weird. If I'm watching, I can't remember what this anime was called, but like one of my favorite animes is XXX Holic, which is like a Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicle like offshoot. It's about like Yuko Ichihara, who's like a witch, and she grants people wishes and blah 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 blah. Anyway, so whenever I was trying to find other animes like that, it would always recommend me this other anime, and I started watching it. And then there was a full-grown character that hopped in the bath with like this little girl, but she was like a vampire, so it was supposed to be all right. Okay, because the vampire is like 2,000 years old or whatever, but it was clearly like depicting like a 5 or 6 year old girl, and I almost died. I was like, I can't believe this is okay. I was like, is ASIO going to raid my house? Are the AFP going to knock down my door? I wanted to pour bleach in my eyes. I was actually traumatized. I was like, well, what did I just watch? But there was like no warning anywhere that said that there would be a scene like that. And luckily it happened very early on in the anime, so I just stopped watching it. But I was like, there's some sickos out there that have like, attraction to children that are using that as a loophole, right? To get their rocks off, like the little weird people that they are. What was the Monogatari? That might have been what the anime was called. Let me check. 'Cause I don't remember. This was probably at least 5 years ago, maybe longer, that I watched it. Monogatari. Yeah, I think that was it. That looks vaguely familiar. Anyway, it was so disturbing. I was like, holy heck. I can't believe that that's just out there.
Hentai may have started in Japan, but in a way it's also not truly Japanese. Before 1945, Japan enforced strict censorship laws that forbade depiction of the sex acts shown in hentai. Japan, like much of the world, had strict moral values that the population was expected to abide by. It was only after World War II, when a liberal government was enforced on Japan by the United States, that hentai began to emerge. The US occupied the country and rewrote the Japanese constitution, repealing Japan's former censorship laws. From that point on, slowly but surely, pornography of all kinds was shown to the population under the guise of freedom of speech. One might look at it.
Don't they pixelate all of the real porn? Like the porn of like non-cartoon people, real people, flesh people, I guess you could call them, in the corn. Isn't that all like pixelated? But the maybe that's why they all watch cartoon stuff, right? Because all the actual human girls, they can't see any of the good stuff, so they're like, well, we might as well draw it then. And they just all start getting off to cartoon ladies instead.
It as a sick way for the occupiers to pacify the Japanese people. But regardless of its origins, the problem of hentai is no longer small or distinctly Japanese. Today, it's gone international. If you don't see any problem with this, let's recap just some of the scientifically proven negative effects of online porn. High chance of addiction, increased erectile dysfunction, loss of motivation, desensitization to normal sex acts, dulling of dopamine receptors, higher chance of divorce.
Well, that's the other thing I was reading, that especially for young girls, like the things that like guys their age expect them to do like in the bedroom is like so extreme, because they've all grown up watching porn, so they just think like all this really extreme stuff is normal, and like they don't even really understand what normal relations between a man and a woman are supposed to look like. It's just, yeah, that's really terrifying to me. Ooh.
And much more. If you're someone who ever watched porn or hentai on a regular basis, be honest with yourself. You likely felt some or all of these problems. One common argument defenders of hentai make
it's trash taste. It's trash taste. They're calling them out. This guy's Australian. Do we claim him? I don't know. He's from Manly. He went to private school. Should we claim him? Yeah, we'll claim him. Joey's alright. He's actually pretty funny. How many hentais do you think these boys have watched? What are they drinking? I don't recognize any of those cans. Oh, actually, that's a Kirin. That's a beer. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is.
Itself isn't harmful to a person, but rather the harm supposedly comes from their own shame for watching it.
Yeah, you should be ashamed.
Tactic of blaming the victims and deflecting blame from the true source of the problem. It's like saying to someone whose health is being destroyed by cigarettes that it's only happening because they're ashamed that they use the cigarettes. Other people acknowledge the harm of hentai on the individual, but defend it by saying that it only affects the person viewing it and has no effect on broader society. But as I'll demonstrate in this video, that's clearly wrong. It doesn't even pass a common sense check. Hentai is broadcast openly on the internet to millions, not to the individual. Japanese sociologist Kamio Ito studied hentai's effects for years and found in his research that it was causing men to retreat from real life into a world of imagination.
Well, I think this is like how so much of like the sex wars and the culture wars and all this stuff started to happen, right? Because, well, I don't find it a problem where I am. Like, if I just go to Coles or Woolworths by myself, I don't even have to be dressed up. I don't even have to be at a restaurant. But if I'm by myself and I just go grocery shopping, guys will just come up and talk to you and ask you out. But I think for like people like teenagers and things like that, I think just that motivation to talk to girls that men used to have, or that boys used to have, because, you know, they were horny and they wanted to, you know, get a girlfriend or whatever. Like, they're having those needs met from a pretty young age. Apparently, like, kids are seeing pornography for the first time at like age 11, age 12. Like, that's absolutely insane. And yeah, like that motivation to not even try and like develop the social skills, because everybody's awkward with the opposite sex at first, right? I remember whenever a guy used to talk to me, I would just get so red in the face and I wouldn't be able to say anything. Like, I would be so shy. And like, if you're not forced to like develop those social skills, right? You're not forced to sort of, if you do want to, you know, have relations with the opposite sex, you're kind of forced to learn how to talk to them and learn how to flirt and learn how to do all those types of things. So it's like, if men don't need to do that now, they're just all at home. They're at home or in bed all day, like, you know, no motivation to do anything. Because a lot of civilization has been built because men are trying to impress women, right? And if men aren't trying to impress women anymore, like, I don't know, where are all the great sculptors and architects and like conquerors and all of this? Because most of that was probably done for like a chick, to be honest. Let's be fair. Hot chicks have indirectly built most of the modern world. That's my hypothesis.
Such men were no longer interested in real women or real relationships, and were content to spend their days masturbating to fantasies. The effects of this trend on society are predictably catastrophic. Japan is of course the main creator and exporter of hentai, and it's viewed there more than any other country. Surveys there in recent years found that 70% of Japanese men aged 18 to 34 aren't in a relationship, and about half of this group have no interest in one. Japanese culture has become full of bizarre and freaky.
Yeah, and the birth rates in Japan and Korea have completely bottomed out. Like, they're nowhere near like replacement levels. And it's going to have such serious repercussions in the next few decades as the older generations start dying out. It's going to be really, 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 really bad.
Sexual things such as public masturbation booths and buying snowball panties from vending machines.
Oh my goodness.
This all matches with Kamiyo Ito's theory that hentai is causing Japanese.
Oh, I know a girl that used to sell her dirty socks to Japanese men. She said she used to like wear her socks for like a few days, and then like she had an address that she would like send them to, and she would get money. I don't know if she was full of it though. She might have been lying. I don't know.
Japanese youth to retreat from the real world into a fantasy world. And while we obviously can't blame hentai for all of this, it's certainly a key part. The trends in Japan, of course, can be extrapolated to the rest of the world. As I said, hentai can be addictive to anyone, not just the Japanese. And if you think that all sounded bad, buckle up, because we're just getting started. Something that makes hentai potentially even worse than regular porn is that, due to being animated and cartoonish, it's especially likely to draw in young people. Remember that the average age people first see porn online is the age of 11. A young person on...
That is actually so terrifying to me. Oh my goodness.
The internet might stumble upon hentai because the animation style looks like other cartoons they've watched. To make matters even worse, pornographers often
Dragon
use
Ball.
characters from popular kids shows like Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z, and even Western shows in...
No, they don't have Pokemon porn, do they? Do they really? Why am I asking that when I already know the answer? I don't want it. No. Oh, did you see? It's like what those sick My Little Pony brony dudes did to that, like an innocent kid show. Why do they have to pervert everything? They took a show like My Little Pony and they made it all degenerate and smutty. I can't deal with it. I keep on thinking about that Bob's Burgers episode where they had like, I think they were called the Equestrianauts. No. And they were clopping. Oh no. Oh no.
Extreme porn. This draws in younger and younger people to make a habit of watching hentai. And all of this is happening at the same time that actual scientific research has found that almost nothing stunts a young person's sex.
Yeah, I heard that people got chlamydia from Belle Delphine's bathwater, but I heard it was the clap, I heard it was herpes, but apparently that got debunked. Apparently that was just some rumor someone started. I bet you she was just selling water. I bet you she didn't even sell her own bathwater. But yeah, that Belle Delphine is kind of like, you can't even really dislike her because she's just, you know, she's just out there milking these dudes for all their money. And it's like, well, if they're that easily parted with their coin, then I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm the one out here working a real job like a loser. So, you know, yeah.
Actual development more than using online porn. Now, a hentai defender might say, but their parents just shouldn't let them watch it. That's true, but this ignores that not all parents take proper care of their kids. If they did, we wouldn't be in this situation. And
I just think given how many devices have internet connectivity, and like if your kids go to a friend's house or even on their phone, like you can be the best parent in the world. I just don't think in this day and age it's like feasible to be able to monitor everything your children do, because the thing is, like, kids are so much better typically at tech than their parents. So even if you have like the parental control software, I guarantee you those little shits, they're working out a way, you know, to circumvent like whatever like software you've got on there to stop them from looking at the no sites, and they're just out there looking at their, I don't know. Oh, there better not be bluey porn. If there's bluey porn, someone's gonna get murdered. They better, no, I don't want to know. No one tell me. I'll cry. I will cry.
some simply don't understand just how bad the problem of porn and hentai on the internet is. No matter what, by leaving this issue completely unregulated, millions of kids are being left to the wolves. Hentai advocates, predictably, have no recourse for these people left behind. The truth is that people that advocate for hentai want more people addicted. They want more people who are just like them. Speaking of children, we should now talk about how hentai actually gets much darker than just showing sex. We can start with one of the most disgusting examples, the lolicon genre. Now, the term lolicon itself should immediately ring alarm bells to any normal person. This is because it's based on the
Yeah, this is the stuff that concerns me more than anything else. Because I think it's a gateway for a lot of people that have attraction to minors, PDF files, if you will. I think it's a gateway, and I think just like, you know, people start off watching normal corn, right, and then it escalates, and what they need to get off is more and more and more and more extreme. So if you start looking at hentai depicting young looking people, how long before you're off on the internet looking for the real stuff? And there's no ethical way to produce that. Children have been abused for you to be able to see that. So yeah, obviously everyone needs to go to jail, and I hope they stay there, quite frankly.
The phrase Lolita, which is a synonym for a young prepubescent girl, and this genre is exactly as twisted as you would expect. It shows sex involving young prepubescent girls, from preteens down to toddlers. Lolicon hentai essentially glorifies and popularizes child sex abuse to a wide audience. What are the effects of this? Well, we do know that over time, viewers of porn are desensitized to the acts they watch. When you couple this with lolicon, it paints a dark picture.
Oh, that's Thingo from Genshin Impact. Klee. No. What is no? I don't want to live on this planet anymore. I'm going, guys. Goodbye.
Sam Lully emphasized how hentai can desensitize people's minds.
You hate the term map? Yeah, I know, but I'm just watching what I say because YouTube, if you say certain words, YouTube will just sort of boot you. So I'm just, yeah, look, map makes it sound like it's like the same as like being heterosexual or bisexual or, you know, gay or lesbian, and it's clearly not that. It's clearly like you need to be removed from society if you know, find minors attractive. But yeah, unfortunately, there is censorship on like YouTube and Kick, not Kick. I don't think there's censorship on Kick, but there definitely is on the more mainstream platforms. So you just kind of have to, you know, step around the issue sometimes. You have to say like grape, R word, you know, things like that.
As a psychotherapist who specializes in sexuality, one trend I've seen over the years is how prolonged viewing of hentai can eventually impact one's arousal template. In other words, what people used to find arousing may no longer be enough, and the more deviant forms of sexualization become the new norm of arousal. He wrote about lolicon specifically. What can be problematic is that these types of cartoon depictions of willing, childlike sexual encounters normalize children as appropriate sexual partners. When a child is sexualized, the old social norms that protect children as off-limits are chipped away at and blurred. Thus, any kind of objectification of children as sex objects can either legitimize child sexual abuse or minimize its impact. Well, you heard the psychotherapist. Let's trust the science. But sadly, even this lowest form of hentai has its defenders.
This 12-year-old girl, yes, maybe a 12-year-old girl, but it is just a drawing of a...
Joey, no! I take back what I said. We are going to stop the ferries across Sydney Harbour. I know he doesn't live in Sydney anymore, but no longer will ferries be allowed to cross over from Manly. You stay on your side of the harbour and we'll stay on ours. I'm all the way down the other end of the harbour in Melbourne, so luckily I am safe. But no, why would you say that? Why? What is wrong? It's not harmless. It's not harmless.
A fictional 12-year-old girl. Nobody can do anything directly to this 12-year-old girl that will put them in harm's way in any kind of physical or emotional sense, because this 12-year-old girl you...
Well, why do you want to watch things happening to a 12-year-old girl unless you think 12-year-old girls are hot? Riddle me that, manly boy. Once I find out, when I find out someone's from Sydney and then they say what suburb they're from, I will always form my opinion around that. And if it's not Western Sydney, I'm like, think you're better than me, do you, sir? Don't worry, it's just me and the massive chip I have on my shoulder. Let's move on.
Speak of never existed in the first place.
Well done addressing an argument that absolutely no one is making.
Yeah, you straw man.
The viewer, not the character. But people who argue in favor of this do not do so in good faith. They are essentially all either terminally online porn addicts or actual pedophiles. You might find them on websites like Twitter, where their feed is nothing but them arguing with normal people who are against sexualizing children. One trend I've noticed with these people is how they make being a lolicon their entire personality. It's all they talk about. They have destroyed their life and identity so much with their porn habit that it's now all they can identify with. It would be a sad and pitiable state, if not for the fact that they desire to pull everyone else down with them. There's one particular case that should be noted here. On YouTube, there's a highly viewed video.
Does you being from Queensland make it any worse? That depends who wins State of Origin. That depends who wins State of Origin. We'll see. You'll have to get back to me after Game 3, Joey. We'll see how we go.
Video defending lolicon by a user named Mr. Cynical. He also goes by the name Burn or Rika, and you'll soon see why he's always changing his name. One of the key arguments of his video is that fiction supposedly doesn't impact a person in reality. Never mind all the science I just talked about. He claims that someone can be sexually attracted to animated children without being sexually attracted to real children.
Nope. Nope. No. No. Nope. Straight to jail. Get out of society. Get in the bin. So it's like, we need an island that's so far away from everything. And no one say Australia, because I'm not talking about us. But we need an island that, like, they can't escape from. We just put them all there together. Like, if you are attracted to children, you just remove yourself from society. I'm not saying we should kill you, but I'm just saying we should drop you off on a deserted island with no supplies. That's all I'm saying. All right, have a good time.
Well, Mr. Cynical later admitted to engaging in sex tourism in Thailand with child prostitutes.
Everyone's like, oh, you rape these children, you rape these children. I'm like, no, it's fuck rape, you know. It's that
Well, you still fucked them, right?
Yeah, I had sex with them, just.
And wait, that was in Thailand.
Yes.
Shit.
He also posted sexualized pictures of his underage sister's feet to the internet. This man spent an entire 40-minute video arguing how viewing child hentai doesn't make someone a pedophile, and then ended up being an active pedophile. Understand that this is the kind of person who defends
Wait, so that guy just copped to going to Thailand and soliciting underage S-workers. Okay. Terrifying. That is so terrifying. Well, yeah, go to jail. Just straight up, go to jail. Yuck.
lolicon.
That's what you call ironic.
Now with hentai, it isn't even just lolicon that's the problem. Hentai is full of disgusting and unnatural fetishes that it sells to its viewers. Rape, torture, bestiality, gore.
Yeah, tentacles, right? I thought it was all about tentacles.
Creating people whose views of sex are utterly horrifying. And this doesn't just impact minors. As has been discussed, adults also suffer from many negative health outcomes, both physical and mental, from watching it. Hentai also shouldn't be seen as just a male problem. It certainly affects men the worst, but women, especially young women, are also badly impacted by it. Take this story of a girl whose boyfriend introduced her to hentai when she was just 16. I'll never forget the first hentai video he linked me. As an innocent girl who had rarely seen a naked body, the exaggerated childlike women and bold, confident men portrayed in the cartoons ensnared me at once. The more I watched, the more violent ones I saw, the darker my thoughts about sex and relationships became. One day, I asked the boy if he would ever tie me up like the boys in hentai. He replied with the dirtiest, most graphically explained message about exactly what he planned to do. And there, I started with roleplay. Eventually, she did get out of that lifestyle, but she concludes by saying, "The scars of that secret online life dig deep." So much for fiction having no effect on real life. Now, as usual,
I'm glad I only attract normal men. Thank God. Oh, thank you, Jesus.
in these videos, I want to debunk a few popular myths. But what about wholesome hentai? There isn't
wholesome
any such thing.
Yeah,
All
what?
hentai depicts sex with the goal of inspiring lust in the viewer. If someone's addicted to vanilla porn, it doesn't change the fact that they're still addicted.
I was so shocked when I watched Spy Family at how it was just wholesome and there was nothing sick or gross about it. I was like, wow, Spy Family is actually a wholesome anime. Like, I almost fell over. It wasn't like, it's so cute and so wholesome. See, that's wholesome. That's one of the few animes that I would say that is actually wholesome.
To porn, and it's still negatively affecting their lives. But it's just pixels. This is an obvious bad faith argument. Media of any kind is just pixels. Pixels are used to convey messages, and the substance of what's being portrayed is what matters. The effect it has on your mind doesn't magically disappear just because it's animated as opposed to being real life. Life is hard, just let people use their hentai. Life is hard, and hentai is one of the things that makes people's lives even worse. One of the final things worth saying about hentai is how it taints anime as a whole. Anime culture has the potential to be so much better than it currently is. When people who don't know anime assume the worst about it, it's usually because they think it's all hentai. A lot of people don't even realize that not all anime is pornographic or even sexual. Anime has gained a lot more popularity.
No, I always used to raise an eyebrow at people that were like weeaboos. I always thought they were like some weird like sex pest creep dudes until I actually started watching anime. Obviously, like I knew some animes from when I from my youth. Like I knew I was really into Sailor Moon as a kid. But yeah. That was very, very different to some stuff that's around now. Oof.
In the last decade, but even that hasn't caused this negative association to go away. And frankly, it's because anime culture hasn't
he's got a
earned
waifu
better
pillow.
reputation.
Oh, is he humping
A lot
it?
of
What's he
anime
doing?
fans have become, for lack of a better word, coomers. Popular anime YouTubers don't help this by shilling hentai and other porn in their videos. You've likely seen their half-naked clickbait
They're just showing all the trash taste people. Isn't that Gant's wife? Isn't that his missus? Are they to blame?
thumbnails before. Much like the mutually destructive relationship between
Yeah,
the
that's
coomer and the
gross.
porn star, many anime YouTubers use hentai to attract their audience. This is not good. Look, if you care about anime, you should recognize that it could be doing so much better than this.
You looking for a fight with that sign? Franchising lollies, pedophilia? You really looking for a fight?
I'll draw this video.
Why would you walk up to a girl and ask her if she's looking for a fight? That's a woman. You're a man. What are you doing? And her sign is 100% correct. He's feeling so defensive. He's feeling so defensive that he wants to punch a chick in the face. No, the only fighting we like to see is during State of Origin when a New South Wales player punches a Queenslander in the face. Or vice versa. As long as there's a punch on, that's all. That's the only violence we like to see. Also, you know, in the boxing ring, in the UFC octagon, that's all allowed. As long as both the dudes are hot, we love to see it. Let's go.
Video to a close as I did how pornography destroys your mind by offering some solutions to the hentai problem. The most important thing that you need to understand is that things don't have to be this way. We don't have to live like this. We don't have to live in a society where people are exposed to horrifying sexual images on a daily basis. The first solution is obvious. If you personally look at hentai, quit immediately. Save yourself from the black hole it's pulling you into. It's not too late.
The thing is, it's an addiction like anything else, right? S addiction and corn addiction, they're just as hard to quit as like any other substance, right? Because you've got releasing all these endorphins when you do what you do, when you're watching that stuff, oxytocin, all the things that you're supposed to be releasing when you're having relations with another human. But like, you're doing that with yourself. That's, yeah. And even just to get to the point where you can start to build healthy relations with the opposite sex or the same sex. I shouldn't just assume everybody, you know, different strokes for different folks. We all like different things in this world. But yeah, it's a sick world out there, guys.
You have the strength to quit if you put your heart and mind into it. There are more stories online every single day of people who successfully kicked their porn and hentai habits. Starve hentai creators the money they gather from poisoning you and millions of other people. Now obviously, at the same time, individuals quitting isn't the only thing that needs to be done. Hentai has become a society-wide problem, and thus we need to address it at the society-wide level. Major social media companies need to be pressured to change their policies and to remove hentai content. Some people will claim this can't be done, but it's already been done on websites like Instagram and Gab, both of which ban porn. Web service providers should also pull down hentai sites as well as other websites that continue to create and distribute it. But that's just in the private sector. Governments and voters can also act. Courts and laws must make it clear that hentai, especially in its worst forms, is not protected speech and can be banned. After all, for centuries free speech did not cover porn, and it was always understood that an individual's right to look at porn was trumped by the community's right to restrict it. To people who say that laws like this can't be enforced, I once again say that they already are being enforced. As we speak, many governments ban pornography and are quite effective at keeping it from going mainstream. Even we in America already enforce bans on child pornography. In the rare cases where someone gets it, they're thrown in prison and made an example out of. We merely need to expand.
And rightly so. God, yeah. Ugh.
That. Outlawing hentai should be part of a greater moral revival, where we take every measure in our power to get Western society back on track from the moral wasteland it's currently in. No solution here is perfect, but let's try our best to strive and achieve what those before us have failed to do. This has been Pax. Leave comments below letting me know your thoughts on all this. If anyone watching has stories of how they overcame a hentai habit, please share them. I and many others would love to read them. If this video interested you, be sure to watch my other video about pornography if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.
Society is scary. Well, I don't want to watch this video now. This is about another teacher. I think this doesn't even say she's a teacher. It says she's a school worker, so I guess like a teacher's aide. Another fully grown lady having relations with a child under her care. I just don't have the stomach for that now. Oof. Gotta find something wholesome to watch. Jeez. Anyone have any suggestions for anything they would like to watch that's not about creeps? I think that's most of the internet now, unfortunately, so yeah, we'll see. Recommend me something good, YouTube. Oh my god, it's another one. The first video in the first line. Judge locks up Catholic school counselor for having sex with student. Imagine going to your counselor and they, like for counseling, and they molest you. What the heck? Why people like anime girls? Let's find out next on Sick Sad World.
This is an anime girl. To the average observer, this may look like just another animated character. But what if I told you that characters like this have been reaching international popularity? Whether you're from Japan or not, the odds are that you yourself have seen someone online using an anime girl as an avatar.
Guilty. I am guilty. Although, to be fair, mine does look a little bit like myself, so I feel like that's okay.
In this video on PaxTube, we're here to find out why these characters are so well liked. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about anime. Specifically, the anime and manga industry produced by Japan. This art industry has become very popular around the world, especially on the internet. Unlike Western animation, which typically gears itself toward children, the anime industry targets a wide variety of age demographics. Thus, you'll find fans who are adults and teenagers alike. In recent years, Western companies have even attempted live-action adaptations of anime, with not much success, to put it lightly. But
Oh yeah, I didn't watch Death Note. I did watch Ghost in the Shell though. It wasn't that great, but I like Scarlett Johansson, so I just watched it for her, really. Yeah, that's all I have to add, I guess.
The rise of popularity of anime in the West is worthy of investigation, and it leads us to some telling conclusions. A key factor that stands out in anime's success is its female characters, who garner fan bases in and of themselves. The term waifu, a variation of the word wife, is used commonly in anime circles to refer to one's favorite female character. It's become obvious at this point that anime girls have a special charm that viewers in the West are picking up on. Firstly, appearance. Now, the most common explanation of why anime girls are popular is that they're cute, and that's very true. These characters are professionally designed to be feminine and attractive. There are entire animation methods devoted to their styles. The physical traits that are highlighted in anime include flowing hair, large and detailed eyes, and slim or curvaceous bodies. These features are highlighted because...
Yeah, it's crazy what, like, watching tutorials. If you're a girl, you probably know what I'm talking about. If you're a guy, just bear with me. But so many of like the Korean and Japanese makeup tutorials, they really focus on like making the eyes seem like really large and cartoonish. Like even like drawing like fake eyelashes along a fake eyelash line that you create with makeup to like make it look like you've got big cartoon eyes. I'm like, I do not have time for that in the morning. All right. If I put on my mascara and my eyeliner, I'm like, look at me go. It's yeah, but people, you can sort of make yourself look like an anime character if you have like, you know, a good half an hour to spend on your makeup in the morning. Like, it's actually crazy that girls have worked out how to make themselves look like this in real life, especially some of the cosplayers, like the stuff that they can do with their makeup, like to recreate these features, which obviously shouldn't be possible with a real human face. But somehow like they've got like these contact lenses called circle lenses as well that like, yeah, you can really make your eyes look like you're an anime character. It's totally crazy.
Because they're widely accepted as beautiful. Some might argue that beauty is subjective, but let's face it, there are ultimately physical traits that people are biologically wired to be attracted to. Those creating anime do not try to obscure this. It should also be noted that these female designs go hand in hand with clothing that accentuates their feminine features, such as ribbons, bows, or other hair accessories. Meanwhile, some character designs are more childlike, which are intended to trigger protective instincts from the viewer. You could call this the cute or comfy factor. Now, of course, anime doesn't exist in a vacuum, so to understand its ascendancy in the West, we also need to look at what's going on in Western media. In Western media, by contrast, there's been efforts to reduce character designs that even differentiate between men and women. Some have linked this to the fat acceptance and androgynous movements, but truthfully, these two movements are simply two branches of the entire source. That source is feminism, which has come to utterly dominate Western media. Hollywood and television studios consistently identify more as feminist and liberal than the general public. This is then reflected in their portrayals of women. In a great irony, feminism rejects the value of femininity and works instead as a conduit to make females masculine. The biological differences between the sexes are seen not...
See, there's so many different schools of feminism, and yeah, to say you can't make a generalization about feminism anymore. Even 30 years ago, you could say feminism does blah, 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 blah. But what feminism has become in like the last 15, 20 years is something completely unrecognizable. What are they up to now? Like fourth, fifth wave feminism? It's insane. But yeah. Yeah, sure, there are some subsets of feminism, especially the ones that seem to be circulating in Hollywood. Small L liberal feminism, fourth wave feminism, that type of feminism. Yeah, you could make those arguments, but like it's definitely not what like radical feminists are advocating for at all. So many girls you went to school with had so much foundation on it you could pull it off like a clay mask. Yeah, I I don't like wearing foundation. I like try to take care of my skin so my skin looks really nice and I don't have to wear it. And I just wear sunscreen, and so my skin doesn't get sun damage, and then I don't have anything to cover up with foundation. But yeah, I always try and like convince my girlfriends, like I always try and convince them not to wear foundation because their skin will get better and then they won't need to wear foundation, but they never listen. So I don't know. It's annoying because they always ask me for advice on skincare. So I give them my skincare routine and they're like, oh, I don't want to wear sunscreen. It makes my skin shiny. And I'm like, all right, well, tried to help.
Not as something to be celebrated, but as obstacles to be destroyed. These natural differences are thus downplayed, and studios put ridiculous efforts into making female characters look and behave like their male counterparts. Things weren't always this way in Western media, but they certainly are now. Meanwhile, this kind of feminist influence simply does not exist in anime studios, and that's played an enormous part in this contrast of character designs. And beyond just the issue of feminism, a solid portion of the animation that gets propped up by corporations in the West is downright hideous.
Yeah, that is hideous.
So it's clear that the physical appearance of anime girls is a main factor that makes them popular in the current West. But I will submit to you that there is an even greater factor at play that goes far deeper than physical appearance. To lead into this, let's look at how Maki from the anime Love Lab responds to receiving a compliment from a boy.
ちょっと可愛いと思って人のことバカにしてんだろ。なんだよその反応、おかしいだろ。
Take note of the traits that are being displayed here. This leads into the point. Anime girls are liked because of their virtuous and feminine personality traits. A female character portraying bashfulness like this is common in anime, but all but extinct in Western media. Generally, these characters demonstrate attributes that make them ideal candidates for wives, including loyalty, modesty, and a positive view of marriage and children. It's a common sight in anime, especially in the slice-of-life genre, to see characters outright fantasize about marriage.
それに、こう見えても天文学の前はいいお嫁さんになるのも夢だったから。
I mean, this isn't necessarily what femininity is anyway. And guess what? If you're a female and you do stuff, it's feminine. I don't know. That's kind of my take. Like, I used to watch this Japanese content creator called Kimono Mom, and I would consider her super feminine, right? And she did a Q&A and she was talking about, because she's married and she has a daughter, and that's what like her YouTube channel's about, basically, just like a cute little Japanese family. But she was saying she was married before, and she's a divorcee. She was divorced when she met her now husband that she had a child with. And she was saying like she found marriage so hard because she finds it hard to be feminine. She finds it hard to like be feminine enough for her husband. And I was like, you're the most feminine woman I've ever seen in my life. Like, what standards do they have for you in Japan where like you're not considered feminine enough? Because this is like a completely like gorgeous looking woman. You know, she loves cooking. She's like very maternal. But yeah, like she doesn't wear dresses and stuff all the time. When she does, she wears like a kimono. She does like the whole traditional Japanese dress. And it's very, very, you know, beautiful. But you can't do that every day, right? That's like 2 hours of getting ready. Like you shouldn't be expected to do that. If you are a woman and you have your hair in a messy bun and you're wearing, you know, an Adidas tracksuit, like that's still very feminine. Like I don't know. Yeah, to reduce femininity down to like these arbitrary, stupid stuff. It's just, I don't know. I just find it annoying. Like I'm like a very petite woman, so no matter what I do, I always look girly. Like even if I'm out fishing, you know, in a tracksuit, like, I'm never going to get mistaken for anything other than a woman, right? Just because of the shape of my body, just because of my size. Obviously, I have a very girly voice. Like, all of these things, no matter what I do, I'm going to be considered feminine. Like, if it's, I don't know, it's just annoying.
Characters are written this way intentionally, because not only do these virtues make them good love interests, but they're also admirable traits in and of themselves. I've noticed that chastity in particular is a value that anime likes to highlight. This applies to both male and female characters, but to avoid going off topic, I'll stick.
Oh no, it's ReZero and the maid twins with their boobies out. Yeah, that's very chaste. All these women with their boobies out are definitely very chaste, mate. Milady. See ya, Dango. Thank you for hanging out. Have a good sleep.
To the females. Importantly, even female protagonists that are designed in a sexualized way are written carefully to have these virtues. I may not be a fan of some of these designs because they stride the line towards sexploitation, but their behavior, as I've described, shows that they're written with nuance. As one example of this, in the anime Overlord, the character Albedo is revealed to be a virgin despite her sexualized appearance. It's a rarity to hear a character say something like this outside of anime. Now, these female characterizations draw a stark contrast to not only Western media, but Western society itself. Currently in the West, values like modesty, chastity, and romantic exclusivity are increasingly treated as unnecessary or antiquated. This is in spite of the fact that most research shows that these things are critical to developing healthy long-term relationships. A 2019 research report from the Institute of Family Studies found that traditionally minded and religious couples reported the highest level of relationship quality and sexual satisfaction. Other research has shown that women who engage in promiscuous sex are more likely to have failed marriages, more likely to become single.
A virgin succubus is a very, very, very funny premise. Oh, for an anime, for sure. Women who had more non-marital sex partners were less likely to have stable marriages. Okay. Over 80% of women who had never had a non-marital partner were in stable marriages. Yeah, I would have to have a look at that study. Look, like, obviously you don't want your husband or your wife to have slept with the whole town. But if your partner's had, you know, a few serious relationships before you, I don't think that's a big deal. Like, to expect women to be virgins, I think is just really outdated. And it's also just tied to this really archaic idea that women's intrinsic value is their virginity, is their chastity. Things happen, you know. You meet a guy and sometimes you think that's going to be the guy that you're going to be with. And then, you know, it doesn't work out. And you're not ruined or spoiled if you know, have... What's a euphemism for banging? If you guys have, you know, if you guys have had a bit of a root, you know, it doesn't devalue you as a human being. Like, that's... Imagine if we were like, oh, that man's doodle is like disgusting and like used. I don't want it near me. Like, could you imagine if we spoke about men like that? Like, it's so silly.
Single mothers, more likely to get an abortion, and less likely to report personal happiness than women who had 0 sexual partners prior to being married. It truthfully turns...
Yeah, well, the women that haven't had any partners before marriage, they probably don't realize that their husband's a dud root because they don't have anything to compare it to. So they're probably like, oh, all sex must be this bad. But like, they just don't realize. What about that hypothesis, hey?
Turns out that the sexual revolution and free love were an utter disaster. But in spite of this, most of Western society continues to double down on normalizing promiscuity.
Do you think this guy owns a fedora? I really enjoyed his video on hentai, but I don't know. I think you should meet some real life girls. Mr. What's your name? Mr. PaxTube. We're not that bad. We're not that scary. We're not all like evil whores out to like, you know, do whatever you think we're out to do. It's okay. Looking for a virgin princess isn't probably the band-aid for all the problems that you think it is. But I will give this video a like because I've watched 2 of his videos tonight, so I should give him a like and a sub because he's been bringing the content home. Just don't agree with all the points on this one, mate. Don't know. I just consider myself a human being despite being female, so...
Fortunately, though, things aren't all bad just yet, as surveys do show that people say that those with more than 2 past sexual partners are undesirable for long-term relationships.
Yeah, that's... All you have to do is step outside to see that that's not true. Yeah, this is... This is hurting my brain, honestly.
The problem is that Americans report having between 4 and 7 past sexual...
Oh, you dirty, dirty, dirty sluzzers. Look at all of them. They're just all out here, just licking each other and doing all sorts of shenanigans. Absolutely disgusting behavior. I know plenty of people in happy marriages that have had, you know, more than 2... Most people have more than 2 boyfriends or girlfriends before they get married. Like, that's insane. That's insane. Is this data from, like, your church youth group or something? Like, what is happening? That's so weird.
Partners. This has created an extreme gap between the kind of person people want a long-term relationship with and the kind they can actually choose from. Furthermore, the average age people first report having sex...
I never had heard the term body count until recently, and then somebody was like, oh, what's your body count? And I was like, 0? I've never killed anybody. What are you talking about? And then they were like, how many people have you slept with? And I was like, excuse me? Why would you ask someone that? And it's like, even if the answer's 0, you're going to get judged. If the answer's 1, you're going to get judged. If the answer's 500,000, you're definitely getting judged, you know, like, there's just, it doesn't matter if you have no sexual experience, very little, or heaps. Either way, like, some idiot's going to judge you. So it's like, just go away. Just don't ask. Either you like somebody for who they are and you want to date them. Like, why doesn't matter? Are you that insecure? Like...
X is 17. Now add in the fact that data shows marriage has a negative correlation with number of sex partners. That is, the more sex partners a person has, the less successful their marriage is likely to be. All of these things have come together to create a relationship wasteland in the West. It's created a situation where the average person has to choose between settling for a spouse with many past sexual partners, which they don't want, or dropping the idea of marriage entirely. A horrible situation through and through. Meanwhile, rather than trying to reverse this, Western media has led the charge in exacerbating this crisis. Studio executives practically fall over themselves to put forward female characters that are sexually promiscuous and masculine. As an example, in the show Game of Thrones, nearly every single...
Hello, Tucky. Nice to see you. Welcome to the chat.
Female character is written to either be involved in numerous sexual relationships or to have no interest in men whatsoever. Other shows that focus on teenage relationships are rife with premarital sex, abortion, homosexuality, and marriage being treated as...
Yeah, but these are actually topics and things that some teenagers deal with. And it's better to educate children about these things than have them deal with the consequences of these things with no, no guidance. Like, you can't wrap children up in cotton wool and protect them from everything, right? You have to. They're going to go out into the world one way or another. You would rather them go out into the world with, like, you know, armed with the information to keep them safe. I mean, ideally, you would love for your kids not to have premarital sex and abortions and, you know, all that type of stuff. But life isn't always, you know, a nice fairy tale picnic. Sometimes stuff happens and, yeah, it's life.
A backwards institution. So with both Western media and society increasingly abandoning both
You'd love your kid to be a nun. Yeah, that would be the dream. My kids just, if I have kids, they just become nuns, priests. And yeah, that would be the dream ideally. But I just don't think it's a hyper-realistic expectation to have these days.
Feminine and monogamous traits, anime has done the opposite. It's now effectively one of the last reliable places young men can look to find idealized female portrayals who would make good wives. Thus, it shouldn't be surprising at all that it's garnered a large male audience. Now, a lot of anime fans may recognize this fact implicitly, but not actually be cognizant of it. There are
Okay, Taki, I will try and speak slower. I do speak very fast, so I'll try to be slower. I also have a strong Australian accent, so that might make it a bit hard as well.
There are, after all, many anime fans who are degenerate, and I think part of the reason these people exist is because they were never able to recognize what makes anime girls unique in the first place. And while I'm sure someone can find exceptions to what I've said in this video, they are just that, exceptions. To draw things to conclusion, the anime industry produces some beautiful works that we, as Westerners, can learn from. None of this is to say that anime is perfect or that Japan is a perfect country. All things have their flaws. But what's clear here is that anime's female portrayals show feminine nature in a positive light that feminist media never can or will. In essence, it exposes the current cultural crisis in the West in both media and public attitudes. When a huge portion of your male population has to look to a foreign medium to find virtuous female portrayals, that's a serious problem. I ultimately hope this video helps people see the value of virtue and the void that's left when people...
And look, the way that Hollywood does write women is like a very one-dimensional, like, oh, we're just these boss babes that can do everything really well, and we, you know, never have any problems, and we're always perfect. And like, that's not relatable. Women, you know, are just as three-dimensional as men. We have the same problems. We face, you know, the same adversity and the same challenges as men. But yeah, I don't really think it has anything to do with feminism per se. I think it just has to do with bad writing. A lot of people just not understanding that women have personalities too. It's not, you know, it's not one extreme or the other. Like, we're these little damsels that cry all the time and are just so feminine that we blush when men talk to us. From, you know, Sarah Connor in Terminator. Like, there is a between. We are nuanced human beings with like personalities the same as anybody else. We can be very feminine and very vulnerable and, you know, very shy. And we can also be strong and we can also be brave. Yeah, it's almost like we're people. I don't know. Who would have thunk it?
People turn their back on it. Now, there may be some things I forgot to mention, so feel free to leave your views in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing and clicking the notification bell, as it really helps me to make more. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.
Oh. Yeah. I don't know, Mr. Paxtube, man. I think you just haven't spoken to many girls. We are just people. If you're nice to us, we'll probably be nice to you. You could even, I don't know, befriend one of us, have a chat, you know, probably don't bite. Some of us do, but most of us don't. Most of us are pretty all right, I think. It's, You think a lot of guys can't deal with getting old and blame the chicks? I'm not sure I entirely understand what you mean. Do you mean just like adulthood in general being daunting? Or... Yeah, I don't want to watch this video anymore. Too depressing. What led to these videos anyway? The algorithm, probably. What kind of music do I listen to? I listen to... I don't really listen to any contemporary music. I only really listen to like music from the 90s and the 2000s, to be honest. My favorite band is the Smashing Pumpkins. Yeah, my algo is completely cooked. You are correct. I listen to Deftones a lot. Yeah. I even listen to like some 80s bands. Like I really love The Cure a lot as well. Yeah, I like, you know, just typical goth girl music, I guess. That's what I'm into. Goth girl, sad girl music. That's, yeah, that's mainly the gist of what I listen to. Oh, it's me. I'm in my own algorithm. Go me. Do I want to listen to new music? I'll probably get DCMA'd if I do. Especially if it's like copyrighted. Unless it's free domain, royalty-free music, then I'm a little bit scared. I'm a little bit dubious about it. What should we watch? Japanese metal. I had a friend that used to listen to Japanese metal. Yeah, I don't know. Everything in the world right now is super depressing. It's just like doom scrolling. Hyperborean is a weeb. Should we look at memes? Should we do meme review? All right, let's look at memes. Recent memes. Do I know these 2025 memes? Probably not. Offensive memes. All right, let's go.
Cachen como tengo los chocapic, loco. Oh.
Tecnologia.
That's one way to do it. Have I seen... No, I have not seen that, Joey. I have not. Should I? What is it? Are you making me look up something that's gonna get my channel ban? Hang on. ASDF movie. All right.
Got your nose.
Look out, he's got a nose!
Oh, I think I have seen this.
My tie is evil and it's gonna kill me. Please don't hurt me. Hello, parking meter.
Hello. Hey, guy. Hey, smell my flower.
Mmm.
Hey, man, what the hell is wrong with you? Level up.
Somebody help me, I'm being robbed.
I'll save you. Tree powers activate. Die, potato.
Yum.
Ah! Why would you do this? I have a wife and family. Ah, the pain. It's unbearable.
What have I done?
Ah! Tell my children I love them.
Daddy!
Ah!
No!
Hey, you know who's gay? You.
Yeah.
Oh, come on!
I baked you a pie.
Oh boy, what flavor?
Pie flavor.
I like singing. I like dancing.
I like trains.
Hey, it says gullible on the ceiling.
Oh, so you stole my lungs.
Die, potato.
Not today.
Haha! They said I could never teach a llama to drive. No, llama, no!
Doctor, I think I might be a homosexual.
This is like the stuff that goes on inside my mind all the time, except like I'm not talented enough to do animations. I'm also too lazy to do animations. But these are things that like, this is kind of what it's like in my mind. I have to be honest. It kind of is a bit of a shit show inside my brain. It's it's a little bit weird up
How
there.
can you tell?
Ooh.
What are you, a man or a mouse?
A horsey.
Hey kids, I brought you some cookies.
I like trains.
Wait, did she have an Australian accent? Why did she say cookies and not bickies? Everyone knows when you're talking to an Australian child, you say you have bickies. That's just rude and racial, and not racially, nationally inaccurate.
Desmond, the moon bear. How did I get here?
The end.
I can't read.
Kitten fight!
No, wait! I'm allergic to adorableness!
Aww. Yeah.
What are you up to, son?
I like train.
Does anyone want to guess what one of the things I'm allergic to is? It's the most inconvenient thing to be allergic to. Don't tell them Hyperborean. Hyperborean already knows what it is. Don't tell anybody. The thing that I'm allergic to is un-Australian, actually. It's very un-Australian. I am allergic to something that is the most inconvenient thing to be allergic to in Australia. I'll give everybody 3 guesses each what I'm allergic to. Let's go. Nobody's playing the game. Alright, well, I'll tell later.
Yes, you do.
Australia is a very, very, very good country. I like it a lot. Vegemite? No, thank God it's not Vegemite.
Hey, you know who's gay?
I can't wait to eat this bagel.
Yes, you can.
It's not spiders. I'm probably just as allergic to like being bitten by a redback as anybody else. It's not a spider.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Oh no, I spilled my milk! You've killed us all!
No!
Who parked their car on my sandwich? I did.
Why will this damn fax machine work?
Feed me paper.
Are we there yet? Yes. Yay! Ah, crap.
Marmite, have you seen my pony?
Yes. I ate him.
No, it's Marmite. No, we are a pro Vegemite, anti Marmite family. All right, guys. This household, no Marmite. What are we? Are we from New Zealand? No, disgusting behavior. Get out of here.
Marmite, why does no one like you? Oh yeah. Hey, how do I get to your place again? Okay, thanks. Steve, I'm giving you a promotion. Marmite. Yep, now you're fired. Honey, I'm home. Marmite! What?
Marmite and Vegemite are both like yeast spreads that are common. I think Marmite is in the UK and in New Zealand, and Vegemite is in Australia, but it's like a very salty, brown, yeasty, it sounds gross, but it's delicious, spread that like it's savory, and you put it on toast with butter, or you put it on like a rice cake, or you put it on like some crackers with butter. It's really nice. I better reveal the truth of what I'm allergic to. Okay, it's the most inconvenient thing. So I have this disease called systemic lupus, and it makes me allergic to the sun. Yep, I am allergic to ultraviolet radiation. So, yeah. I really lean into the goth girl themes sometimes because I cannot go out in the sun. So yeah. Oh, Americans think Vegemite is disgusting. Whenever I've seen an American try Vegemite, they've always spat it out. But in Australia, like, we eat it from the time that we're really, really little. So I guess it's like an acquired taste. And if you don't acquire it at a young age, yeah, you don't really. Yep, I am allergic to the sun in Australia. It didn't start until I was like in my 20s, so it's not, you know, it's not like I couldn't go out in the sun my whole life. Like when I was in high school and stuff, it was like I didn't have it, and then I kind of hit like 19, 20 and I started to UV sensitivity, allergy, lupus. People with lupus often experience photosensitivity, an increased sensitivity to ultraviolet UV, radiation from the sun, and artificial light sources, which can trigger lupus flares and worsen skin rashes. Approximately 40 to 70% of lupus patients are affected with photosensitivity. UV radiation, particularly UVB, can damage skin cells in healthy individuals. The immune system clears out the damaged cells, but in people with lupus, the damaged cells can linger, triggering an inflammatory response and leading to a lupus flare. There you go. Being allergic to the sun, kids. Yeah, I get really, really sick if I cop too much sun. Like in winter, it's okay, but if we're talking about like the UV index in summer in Melbourne, nope. Vegemite is fed to the young to ward off predators. 100%. You're gonna look for it. I think you can get it in America. But yeah, don't blame me if you think it's disgusting, because 100% of Americans I've ever seen eat it have spat it out straight away. And you only use like a little bit. Only use like a tiny amount. I think people, because it looks like Nutella, I think people spread it on really thickly, but you want to put the tiniest amount, especially if you've never had it before. So you want to have like melted butter and then a little bit of Vegemite, just scrape it over until you get used to it. Like I put heaps of Vegemite on my toast, but that's because I melt cheese on the top of it. So I like to have like heaps so I can still taste it. But I'm just, you know, that's just my thing. Lupus flares are when bad stuff happens. Yeah, I can end up in hospital if I have a lupus flare. I can end up in hospital for weeks and like not be able to walk and stuff. So I have to be really careful. It's fun. It's a fun disease.
I'm sleeping with your wife, John. Yeah. You are.
Hey man, look at my new dog. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Aw, there's no dog there. Ooh.
Joey, did you eat my sandwich? I am your sandwich. Here, hold this. Thanks.
What is wrong with you? Stop it! Cut it out, man! I don't want...
Screw gravity.
Goodbye, world.
Okay, Jim, I'll see you around. Where you going? Oh, no! Oh, that's not what I thought he meant by that at all!
Vegemite chocolate? Was there Vegemite chocolate? I've only... Like, the only Vegemite things, like, that I've bought that are, like, novelty sort of things is I like the cheese and Vegemite shapes. And I don't think I've seen really any other Vegemite, like, things around. But yeah, I would probably try Vegemite chocolate, to be honest. I would probably try it. But yeah, I could imagine it would either be like a hit or miss thing. You tried Vegemite hot cross buns? That's kind of an abomination. Yeah. Cadbury Vegemite. I never saw that. Because it could either work, like, you know how you get like the salty Tim Tams? Like, I think it's Murray River salted caramel Tim Tams. Like, that works. So you could imagine like a salty chocolate sort of working, but I can also imagine it not working. Yeah, I love the cheese and Vegemite shapes that are shaped like Australia. They're really, really good. I like them.
There's something on your face. It was pain.
Oh, what is happening? Why would you do this? I can't even...
I am punching your salad!
Ah!
Now, son, don't touch that cactus.
You're dead to me.
Honey, why is the baby on fire?
Buy me more jewelry!
Don't even think about it.
Hey guys, check out my new camera. Oh wait, this isn't the camera. Die, potato.
I like trains.
Oh no, wait!
I'm gonna do an internet! Well, I'm gonna do a book! Oh.
I actually live really, really close to the Vegemite factory, and I was driving with my friend down the road that the Vegemite factory's on, and I'm such a bimbo. I'm like, I can smell Vegemite really strongly. He's like, yeah, that's literally where they make it, love. And I was like, oh, okay, well. But yeah, I kind of want to go to the Vegemite factory and just like get some Vegemite drip, especially like if I go overseas, because I'm hopefully going to Japan and Korea next year, and I'm just gonna walk around like in Vegemite merch. It's like, guess where I'm from, guys? Can you guess? Can you?
The Science Show! Pianos! What was I
idea was this?
This is a robbery.
Oh.
Hey, kid, you can't skate here.
You can't tell me what to do.
I want to be a pie.
Billy, no!
Nice hat.
Yeah, I think the Vegemite factory does do tours regularly. So I think if you just rock up there, there's probably going to be a tour leaving, soon. Apparently Japanese love Australians. I had a lot of Japanese exchange students at my high school that I went to, and I still talk to some of them. So yeah, they yeah, I don't know. They were super friendly, super nice people. Yeah, I think Australians, excepting Bali, we typically behave ourselves. Obviously, there's a subset of very bogany people that go to Bali and give us a very bad reputation over there. But there's also a lot of cool people that go to Bali that behave themselves. I don't know, it's a mixed bag. But some of the people that I see them behaving, especially in Southeast Asia, Australians, I'm like, oh my God, please don't. Can you not? Can you just behave yourself? It's one thing to get drunk and have a good time. That's fine, whatever. You're contributing to the local economy. But there's another thing to I don't know, not hassle the locals. Maybe the Aussie accent goes far in the US. Yeah, they do like it over there. Where's the Vegemite factory? I think it's in Kensington. Just let me check. Vegemite factory. Port Melbourne. It's in Port Melbourne. Oh wow, it's really, yeah. One Vegemite way. I don't think I doxed myself. I don't think it showed a pin of where I live. Yeah, it's on One Vegemite Way, Port Melbourne, guys. If you ever want to go to the Vegemite factory. Actually, yeah, once I get my car serviced, I might go over there. It's a bit far to walk. It would probably take me a good part of a day to walk there, but it's not a long drive from where I live.
Thanks. I was being sarcastic. Well, I stole your face.
Honey, do you like my new shoes?
You are a chair, darling.
I can dream, Harold. It worked. My time machine worked.
I am a Stegosaurus.
Quick, shoot me in the face.
You're getting mugged, kid.
No, you're getting mugged.
How the hell does that even work? Hey, son, catch.
Banana fight! No! Alien attack!
Roll the cheese!
When I grow up, I want to go to the moon!
Why wait? Hey, what's going on? Have a drink!
Do you think that's what Elon Musk did to Grimes? He just drop kicked her to the moon. He just punted her. Just converting a try, just off she goes into space. Poor Grimes. I'll never forgive you, Elon Musk, for hurting Grimes. I just never will. I will never get over it.
I like trains!
Hey, Bobby, play that one about falling down the stairs.
Sure thing, Johnny.
I love it.
So beautiful out here.
Yeah, it's just me, you, and the moon.
Hey, you two should kiss.
Sir, you appear to have a very severe case of baby voice.
Hello, Mine Turtle.
Hello.
Hey man, you wanna play some video games? No way, dude, you always beat me.
Tell no one!
Oh, okay.
Oh man, you ever gonna run out of muffins?
No, because I work at the muffin factory.
I wonder if my pony can fly. Huh.
And now, ducks.
I was just about to say that.
Are you serious?
Totally.
Oh, that's spooky.
We are so in sync.
That's how the girls that get all the lip filler look. That's what that reminded me of. Two girls with too much lip filler having a conversation.
Mommy, look, a turtle.
Hmm.
Here, hold this.
I'm gonna punch you in the face!
But it's opposite day.
Oh no!
Oh no, I am not stepping on you.
Do you ever get tired of being random? Me neither.
I'm going to punch your face in the face.
Hello and welcome to Standing Up School. And you fail. Hey, you got a license for that?
You'll never take me alive!
Knock knock!
Who's there? That door!
Hey, did you know that carrots are good for your eyesight?
You lied to me.
Hello. 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 Oh no.
Ooh, a puppy. Oh, careful, honey. He has a knife. What? No, I don't.
Everybody do the flop.
Hello, burger!
I used to be a cow.
Oh!
And now, the funniest thing you've ever seen from really far away.
Apples!
He's a magical pony flying through the sky on a magical journey.
Shoot it down.
I have no idea how to breathe.
What are you drawing, honey?
I'm drawing a bear.
Oh.
Quick, don't think about cats!
Here comes the aeroplane.
Uh-oh. Oh. Too soon, guys.
Doctor? Oh, yeah.
Too soon. 2001 wasn't that long ago, okay? How dare you? I'm a disgusting behavior.
Well, you're a nerd! Hey, what'd you get for your birthday?
I got older!
That is weird.
Hey, you wanna play catch the knife?
Sure.
Man, I suck at this game.
Ma'am, I'm afraid I caught your son doing homework.
Where did I go wrong?
Hey, Joey, do you want to eat me?
No thanks, Mr. Muffin.
But I want to die.
Aw.
Hey, Stacy, do you want to go to the prom with me? I'm sorry, but I'm a ghost. But you're not dead. Bye.
These were made in 2009. Yeah, they didn't care. They were like 8 years. They were like 8 years, and that's long enough. I like that. My favorite one so far is the muffin. I like the muffin. I like the self-deletion muffin. I don't know. I found it cute. Maybe there's something wrong with me. There probably is. There most definitely is, let's be honest.
Hey, Brian.
Hey, buddy, you want to take this outside?
Sure.
Wow, what a lovely evening.
This is a really good idea.
Don't jump. You have so much to live for.
Everybody do the flop.
Oh, I'm so full.
You have room for a muffin?
No.
Why won't you let me die?
Aww.
Hey, baby, are you an angel? Because I'm allergic to feathers.
You're fat.
I am a very tall midget.
Hey, buddy, turn that frown upside down. Okay. Desmond, the moon bear.
The end.
Hey, want a banana? Oh, what? No! Turn it back!
Who wants a muffin?
Have you seen the baby?
No, I think he got outside.
You fool.
No, let me...
I am depressed.
Suddenly, pineapples.
This does not help.
Hey, buddy, look over here. Haha, now you're blind.
What's going on, guys?
Larry, this is an intervention. You need to stop.
I'm writing them a letter. I have lupus, and that is like very offensive to my people, actually. Okay, because the sun does actually hurt me, and yeah, I'm offended. So, getting out a pen and paper and writing a letter because how dare you? Discrimination against me and my people.
Stop breaking people's necks.
What are you talking about?
Larry!
What?
Larry!
Hey, cool hat.
No, Susie, don't walk in the road.
Look, Mom, I made it.
I am a stegosaurus.
Happy birthday!
Ah! It's a boy.
Invisible Billy Adventures.
Hey, Billy, catch the frisbee. Billy?
Sir, I'm afraid you have brain cancer.
Suddenly, pineapples.
Well, the good news is you don't have brain cancer anymore.
Save me, super guy.
No.
You're a dick.
Hey, Apple! 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 Hey, Apple!
Well, we failed. Don't look, honey.
Hello, Mine Turtle. Hello! Suddenly, pineapples.
Hey, Tuki or Tucky, don't know how to say your name. Welcome back. Yeah, internet is sucky sometimes. Australian internet is very, very, very bad. So we respect it around here. We understand internet problems.
He's a magical pony flying through the sky.
I love it. Hey, you know who's gay?
Me. Oh,
Us.
both of us. Yay.
Stay away from my baby.
But mother, I love him.
What the fuck?
Doctor, I'm afraid of backstories. When did this all start?
Well,
Hey, what time is it?
It's muffin time.
Actually, it's 12:30.
Somebody kill me.
Miss, you need to pay for your food.
Nope. Oh, Timmy, don't cry. Seriously, Timmy, cut it out. Timmy?
You want advice from a VTuber? Okay, I'll bite. What would you like advice about? Let's see if I give good advice, guys. Alright, I will wait for you to ask your question.
This is the worst date ever.
And now, a cow pretending to be a man. Alan, are you a cow? What? No.
Yeah, me neither. You guys want to go skateboards?
My boyfriend said I'm the most beautiful girl in the world.
My boyfriend said that too.
There can be only one.
Oh no! Giant flying sheep! Those are clouds.
You're in love with your best friend? Yeah, that is a difficult situation. I mean, either they feel the same way about you and you get to be together. I mean, obviously, you have to weigh up. Do you want to risk losing the friendship with the chance that you will be together? Or would you rather have the friendship and still have them in your life and not, you know, not take that risk? It's really up to you. You have to weigh that up because there is a chance that they love you too. And in that case, you know, that's the best case scenario. You tell them that you're in love with them and you're together. But there's that risk, right? There's that risk that they don't feel the same way. I can't tell you what to do. You have to decide whether you want to take the risk of, you know, possibly jeopardizing the friendship by telling them how you feel. Yeah, I can't tell you what to do. yeah, that's a hard one, mate. I'm really sorry. That's a difficult situation to be in. But I mean, the fact that you're best friends means there's already at least some type of love there, right? Like, whether or not it's romantic love is kind of what you need to assess. Maybe if you have mutual friends, talk to them and see if your best friends ever said anything to them about, you know, having feelings for you. That might be a way to suss it out. But yeah, that's a tough one. If you want to be with them romantically, you are going to have to take that risk. And if it's not worth the risk to you, then I guess you just have to swallow those feelings. Those are the choices, right? Yeah, best of luck. Sorry, I can't really give you, you know, any yeah, it's a hard one. And I can't tell you what to do or what even I would do in that situation. Because I've never been in that situation. But yeah. I don't know if that was helpful at all. It probably wasn't. But yeah, good luck, whatever you decide to do. And yeah, I would ask your mutual friends if they've ever mentioned anything about, you know, liking you, because it's possible if they do reciprocate, they probably confided in another friend. They might, you know, there's a chance that they feel exactly the same way, but you just will never know until, you know, you take that dive, buddy. So I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a tough situation for sure. But yeah, if you want to be with them, the only thing you can do is sit them down, maybe take them out to dinner, maybe, you know, take them on a walk somewhere nice and tell them and put it out there and see how they feel. And if they feel the same way, then that's great. You'll be together. If they don't, then hopefully you still have your friendship. I don't know. It's so hard, man. That's a really hard one.
You're leaving me?
Sorry, Eddie. I've met a real man.
Hi, babe. Yes, I am real man. You want to go skateboards? You're adopted.
Aww.
You done, kids? Get off my property!
Knock, knock. Who is there? A mirror. I am lonely.
Would you like to see a magic trick?
No!
Oh, look at the little baby. And now look at the big baby. Wow.
The orphans, they're all dead. What kind of man would do this? Skateboards.
Jimmy, take out the dog.
Yes, mother.
For a walk, Jimmy.
It's a lovely day to walk down the road, and if I ever stop singing, I will explode.
Hey, Steven!
What have you done?
Oh, what's his name?
His name is David.
Hello, I am David.
Can Susie come out to play?
Sure.
Yay!
Oh my god.
Dad, I'm hungry.
Hi, hungry. I'm Dad.
I'm Dad.
Why did you name me this way?
You're gonna die.
We're all gonna die.
The baby one was Markiplier. It didn't sound like him, but I guess I haven't heard his voice in like 10 years, so it probably does. I just don't remember, to be fair.
Ooh, a butterfly.
Honey, no!
Whee!
She's mine now, John.
Are you hungry? No, I'm crazy. Whoops. Excuse.
That reminds me of that Japanese game show we watched yesterday where they were trying to climb up the stairs that were covered in lube and they were dressed like the Power Rangers and they kept on falling down. Yeah, that reminded me of that. Just thought I would share with the class.
Excuse me, are you gonna eat that?
No. You can have it.
Thank you.
I like trains.
Honey, I'm pregnant. I can explain.
I think we should just be friends.
Mother. Ooh, I wonder what this does. Oh, I'm gay now. Huh.
Hey, want to see an impression of my dad?
Sure. Comedy.
No! Don't jump! Okay, no jump!
You want a piece of me? Yeah? Well, here you go then. Thanks.
Hey kids, who's ready to draw? Me! Okay then, draw.
Okay, hit the apple. Yeah!
Hey, what time is it? It's medication time. This is better.
Chase me, Susie! Chase me!
Good.
Hey, I'm not like other girls. I have snake arms.
I'm sorry, Jim, but I'm going to have to let you go.
No, please. No! Is this you?
Yes. Hello. Hi.
Hey, here comes that transgender guy.
I like trains.
That's so stupid.
Your wish is granted. Beep, beep. I'm a sheep. I said beep, beep. I'm a sheep.
You know what I hate? Child murderers. Oh no, here comes one now!
I'm gonna get ya!
Cannonball! My beautiful baby, this is the happiest day of my life.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
No!
Have you seen my lemons? I want my lemons.
I don't want to be fat anymore.
Did the lemon guy sound like Gambit from the X-Men? I don't know, he kind of sounded a bit Cajun to me.
Meow, meow. I'm a cow. I said meow, meow. I'm a cow.
I want an ice cream.
What's the magic word?
Hey man, the 80s called. They want you dead.
I'm feeling carsick.
Aw, babies grow up so fast.
They do?
Hello, I have been born. I sentence you to jazz.
No!
Hey, pull my finger.
Oh, come on. Boys don't cry.
Oh no, a giant bee!
I'm afraid you have 1 year to live.
Oh yeah?
Hey, your girlfriend. She's single?
Sir, is this your car?
Nope, it's yours.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Boo! Made you jump.
Hey, baby, you looking fine. Hey, thanks, Jerry. You too.
I am going to open this door.
What's that behind your ear?
It's a hearing aid!
What? I love you, but...
Don't worry, I'm a doctor of psychology. So how does that make you feel?
And now, the award for best sarcasm goes to this guy.
Oh wow, thank you so much.
Happy 10th birthday!
But, this isn't what I wanted.
Hey, what time is it?
It's muffin time!
Yay!
Time of death, muffin time.
Wait, what?
Keep pushing! Push! Congratulations! We got it back in.
Nani?
I'm on my way, I'm on my way, I'm on my way to eat your skin.
Nice.
Dad, I'm gay.
I have no son.
This isn't my house.
A, B, C, D, E, F, gun.
Did somebody say waffles?
No.
I have brain damage.
A knife, my favorite.
I wish people would be nice to me.
Your wish is stupid.
Hey, can your girlfriend do this?
That's hot.
You're fired. You can't fire me, I quit. You can't quit, I quit. You can't quit, you're a frog. You can't frog me, you're my wife. I'm not your wife, you're my wife.
Yeah, they definitely went up in quality as like they progressed, right? They definitely got better.
Hey, honey, how was work? Pretty good, but I quit my job. You can't quit your job, you're fired. Ah!
I sure hope I don't get hit by a car.
That's for sleeping with my wife.
Hey, can people fly? That's a shame.
Ugh, it's Johnny Big Feet.
Hey, my feet aren't that big.
Damn you, Johnny Big Feet!
This is not my arm.
Hey, your chin feels nice.
Oh no, a gunman!
Oh, I'm gonna stab you.
Hey! Where?
Ooh.
Good news, we were able to save your legs. And here they are.
There was definitely a time when random violence was funny.
Inappropriate reactions.
Wee! My mouth tastes like teeth.
I don't want to be a mother.
Oh no.
Aww.
Phew, I almost got shot.
Hey, can you hold my baby?
No, apparently not.
Oh no, I'm late!
Boss, what are we gonna do about all these gangsters? Don't worry, we got a man on the inside. Hello, yes, I am real man. I love to do the crime.
Dog! 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 Dog!
My brain is big and smart.
Oh God!
Same.
Doc!
Oh God, Steve!
How you been, man?
I'm not racist, but...
Okay.
That ain't right.
Watch out for that kitten!
Oh, that doesn't sound so bad.
High five!
100. Daddy.
Ooh.
Well, hey, Marshmallow Man.
Hey there!
How do you plead?
Guilty!
Aww.
Come out with your hands up!
I'm gay.
Hey, about your new girlfriend.
What about her?
She's,
Wait, did iDubbbz do I'm gay first, or did this do I'm gay first? Is one of iDubbbz's most famous lines plagiarized? Uh-oh. Did we just discover a crime?
punching my horse.
You've got too many legs!
Where do babies come from?
Baby gun.
What?
Hey,
Yeah.
Mr. Goose, what you doing with that noose?
I mean, babies do kind of come from something getting shot out of a cylindrical meat cannon, I guess you could say. So, I mean, in some ways that is accurate. Let's just say.
I love you.
I have a boyfriend.
Oh no! I'm still alive.
Oh.
That's my boy. No, my boy!
Father, help!
What's for dinner? My favorite.
Let's get this party started.
This is a slumber party.
Yeah!
Hello, son.
Are you ready to die?
No.
Then I'll come back later.
Oh, what kind of dog is he?
He's French.
With?
When I grow up, I want to be a doctor, just like you.
Aw, you're not gonna grow up.
I'm free!
We've got you on camera.
Well, I got you flowers.
Come on, everybody, do the whale dance.
Oh my god. You're an idiot.
No.
Got your nose.
What's a nose?
I don't know.
Hey, somebody order a larger pizza?
I did.
I want pizza.
Oh, no, dropping a pizza on a little man. It's Taco Tuesday.
Not again!
Where's my money?
Guess whose arms I stole?
You want some spaghetti?
Look, honey. The baby is taking his first
Life.
Broccoli, broccoli, what's he doing today?
He's dead. The end. Wait a minute. I can't drive.
I want to speak to your manager.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting a laksa tonight. I walked past a Malaysian place and I was like, yeah, laksa would be good, right? Because it's so cold. And laksa always makes me like sweat when I eat it. So I was like, it'd be nice to warm up. But then I just decided to go to Coles instead. And then I got Macca's on the way home. Which I regretted because it made me feel really sick.
What seems to be the problem here?
I find you guilty of nothing. The sentence is death.
Egg.
Stop turning people into
Egg. Ugh, time to change this baby. Yeah.
Hey, you four-eyed freak.
Don't listen to him.
Yeah, can I get, death? What?
Hey. Get out of my sandwich.
No.
No.
Here's the results of your spelling test. Wow! An A!
That's my girl.
I'm sorry for your loss, ma'am.
Make me a drink.
Yeah! Where's my wife? Oh, there's my wife. Where's my keys? Oh, there's my keys.
Okay, I'm off the wake.
Where's the door?
Mom, I'm scared.
Oh, honey, ghosts aren't real.
Oh, okay.
That's how you open a door.
What do we want?
Death!
When do we want it?
Can I play with my friends?
Oh, you don't have any friends. No.
Mum, Dad, I'm imaginary. I have no son.
This one's called the Oh No! Oh no.
I spy something beginning with B. Boat. What?
Here comes the airplane.
Oh, please, no!
I want a divorce.
Fine, but I'm keeping the clown.
I'm bored. Aw, who's a good boy? Not me. I'm a girl. And what would Sir like?
I'd like you to leave my house.
No!
Conductor! He's bad at his job!
God,
Yes, my child.
why are you in a tree?
I am stuck.
This isn't milk.
I wish I were dead.
And for your next wish?
Horse with a baby.
Give it back.
No.
98, 99, 100. This is too many fingers.
Kiss me, Johnny.
Johnny, little truck.
Honey, don't look at the sun.
I'm naked!
So, your place or mine?
This is your place.
Well, that would explain why all my stuff is here.
Are you having fun, sweetie?
That's classified.
Hey, guess what?
I love you.
Oh, gross. Wanna dance?
I don't know how.
Neither do I.
Fetch the stick, boy.
Johnny the truck.
Oh, what's wrong, little guy?
My wife left me.
That was really loud.
Wow, a rainbow.
I didn't know he got out of prison. Run.
Well, if I'm not the father, who is? Johnny the truck!
Oh, jeez.
Oh God, honey, you turned into a giraffe.
I'm right here.
Excuse me, I am talking to my wife.
Oh. The Adventures of Mrs. Honky Horn. I'm sorry, it's
Oh.
terminal. There. Are you happy now? No. Then I'll see you next week. He's got a knife.
Watch out, everybody. Dimpledore's got a gun, guys. Dimpledore has a gun. Hi, Dimpledore. Be careful with your gun. Be a responsible firearms owner, please, Dimpledore. Thank you.
I'm number one.
And I'm number 2. Put us together and we make meth. What are you, gay? Yeah.
Who ordered pizza?
Oh, my pizza. Do you take Deborah to be your lawfully wedded wife?
That's classified.
Oh no! Someone is hacking my computer!
That's not a computer, that's a steering wheel.
Oh.
Hey, baby, what's your name?
I don't know.
What?
Can you please speak English?
One time when a guy asked me for my phone number, I said I didn't know how to use my phone. Yeah, I don't know. I just panicked and I was like, I don't know how to use my phone. Goodbye.
Hey, wanna see that new movie?
I have already seen it.
Oh, you've seen everything.
I'm sorry.
Have you seen my phone?
No.
Oh God, it's escaped.
My love, will you go to sharkrobot.com/askmovie to get a t-shirt, pin, poster, or plushie?
Alright, that's just the credits after that, guys. Whew. That was a journey. I will say that. That was a journey. Jeez. Kind of wondering if I should just call this stream. It's pretty late. I have to get up early tomorrow. I have to get a new gym membership before the 30th of June because it's half price if I get an end of year financial sale gym membership, and I can't afford the full price, so gotta get up early while the staff's in there and go, give me gym membership, please. And I still have the flu, so, you know. Yeah, you know what? I will be back same time tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out, guys. See you next time. Bye. I'm sick, Joey. I have the flu. So, yeah, I'm gonna go. Bye. I stream at 9 PM typically. I will start streaming at 9. Alright, bye everybody.